Now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one, and one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps. We shall see.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam, this is HM04 Gaming. Welcome you back to Knights of the Old Republic 2. In the last episode, well, we defeated HK. His body kind of disappeared already, so we don't have to worry about that. In this episode, we're going to head over to the Harbinger, and as Kreia said, we may not know this, but our enemy is already here in Peragus. Yeah, we have a bunch of invisible assassins following us, and they won't confront us until they have us cornered, and they know they can win because they're assassins. They're not really, you know, super fighters. They're not an army or anything. They want to stealth kill us and all that. In between episodes, I went down to one of the workbenches in the dormitories and kitted everybody out with some vibro swords. Atton's got the best one. He's got all the upgrades because he was able to get melee weapons proficiency, and now he has a super sword that slashes and blunts. I just have a regular one that hits some robots, and Kreia has my old sword. Yeah, don't sleep out on melee weapons. Not melee weapons, workbenches. Get you all the good stuff. So I got the damage against droids. Atton's just got all the physical 14s and critical threats because I updated it. And Kreia, who incidentally does the most damage, has all the damage bonuses. Which, she's gonna need it. She also has the miner's uniform equipped, which I gave it a weave, so now she gets passive regeneration, which she's also gonna need, incidentally, when things come. She has a melee shield, we have the energy shields. Again, she's probably gonna need that melee shield more than us, if you would say. And before we head over to the Harbinger, please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. And without further ado, let's head up to the Harbinger. It's always very eerie when you step onto this ship. It almost feels like...
Something is wrong. I sense no one on board.
You sense no one on board? Sense any assassin droids creeping up behind us like last time?
Everyone here has been slain, yet there are few signs of battle. No carbon scoring, no blaster fire. This place has been hit by assassins of a different sort.
Then what are we doing on this ship? We were better off in the facility. You two are supposed to be Jedi? You two are the worst Jedi I've ever met.
Ah, but yes, you have heard of us. No, wait, that's the wrong saying. Shut up, Atton. Maybe you like it back in your cell? No, we're not gonna be mean. It's not too late to dump you. I don't like any of these. There's nowhere. Atton's right, we need to get off the ship. Calm down, we need a plan, not accusations.
If the assassin machine was correct, then we cannot reach the hangar. Be silent. I need some time to think.
And this is basically going to tell us about your influence with your party. But first, I saw this vessel dock. When it did, a fuel pipe entered the fuel depot behind the force shields. And I'm guessing all these say the same thing. Or I can say, as long as the Harbinger is docked, use the first one.
Look, I don't mean to cast another shadow on this, but even if you could reach the ship you came in on, it wouldn't matter. You'll need the orbital drift charts to clear the Peragus asteroid field, unless you want to have the shortest flight out of Peragus ever recorded.
Yeah, but how did this ship dock then?
Well, of course they have the asteroid drift charts in their Navicomputer. They'd have to.
So let's get their codes, then let's worry about reaching the Ebonhawk.
Well, we'd have to get to the bridge. I mean, well, that's the biggest problem I can see.
That is a sound plan for the moment. Let us go.
And now the game's going to tutorialize. Now that you have a party, certain action and dialogue responses will increase or decrease your influence with your companions depending on their personality. Some respect cruelty, while others respect nobility, loyal, cleverness, brute force, and so on. The higher your influence with the companions, the more your alignment affects theirs, and extremely high and extremely low influences with companions can open up additional dialogue choices. There are benefits to both, so treat them as you will.
Our enemies gather while we wait here.
And this is a, one of those choices. So you could say, watch it, old lady. Don't lecture me. Or Atton's plan was a good one. Let's head back to the bridge and get the drift charts. Still debating on whether to leave Atton here or not. Feel free to stay behind, Atton. We could use someone to soak up the blaster shots from any assassin droids. Yeah, no. The first one is the best one as she's pointing her finger at us. Forgive me, Kreia. I was distracted for a moment. I'll be more mindful of the present.
Very well.
She liked that. So, Kreia's kind of weird, too, because she's got, well, she's around the, the extreme case of a companion. For her, if you're planning to go goody two-shoes Jedi, you want to make sure that you get negative influence game all the way with her, because you have to have an extreme with her, either super high influence with her or super low influence with her for her to go anywhere. Yeah, she's kind of weird. So if you gray Jedi it, some plus, some minuses, you'll never get anywhere with her. So you have to be one extreme or the other with her. So either super dark or super light. It doesn't really matter. For everybody else it does, obviously. Everybody else are plus and minuses towards what we need from them. But for Kreia, yeah. The game doesn't outright tell you, nor would you ever know that. But yeah, you need to have an extreme with her. Either plus to positive or super minus to minus to be able to progress her dialogue tree once we get to that. And now that we have the influence gained and we talked about all of that, we can head over to the bridge, which Atton's like, oh, we need to get over to the bridge. That's like a really long way away. Yeah, it's literally up the hallway to your right, and here we are. Also, I just wanted to point out that in the cutscene, all these bodies were just generic bodies and whatnot. And when you're actually here with your main character, they're actual Republic troops. So, I don't know if they rectified that or completed the cutscene first, but yeah, attention to detail. It is important. And here's a nav computer. Could use a spike, rather use parts. Download the orbital drift charts and some logs. Again, just talking about, broadcast its warship, but the last one, emergency report.
We're still experiencing a problem with the communications array, and now maintenance is telling me there's a cascade failure in the weapons.
Sir, I just picked up an unusual sound from MedLab.
Uh-oh.
Come for the Jedi.
What the hell was that?
Sir, I don't know. Communications just got cut.
Send a security team to MedLab, now!
Uh-oh, sounds like the Sith Lord you brought on board kind of woke up. Alright, so to continue onward, you go back to where you first came in and you go through that door. Through this door, it's basically more loot and obviously more Sith assassins. If you make your way all the way over, again, more loot. You'll eventually get to the escape pods in this side, which there's a funny joke where it's like, oh, the escape pods are disabled. Yeah. The Sith assassins don't want you to get off the ship that easily. So, in order to save some time, seeing as though this side is definitely mandatory, I guess we'll fight some dudes first a little bit. Well, maybe it is worthwhile over here. Have to see everything. Oh, we just melted them. No problems there. And yeah, the Sith assassins, they're not very happy to have you start looting and whatnot. They rather just interrupt you as you're looting. And also, what a jip, there's only a few credits on this side. And here's some more of these. Wait, what did I just pick up? Recotton bands? A simple device improves the wearer's ability to perceive the reality of the surroundings. The origin behind the item's name is unknown, but rumor has it that these bands were constructed as a defense against an ancient species of alien deceivers who made an absurd claim of dominance concerning their role in the galaxy. It is said primitives went so far as to take credit for almost every major event in galactic history since the discovery of hyperdrives. Yeah. If you watch my series, the first game, the Recotton were on the ancient world, the mysterious world, if you will, of Lihan. Yeah. You just find some Recotton headbands randomly in this little storage container on a Republic warship. Weird. Also, hello, dudes. You're gonna die now. They're dead. Oh, I'm glad I came over here. We found some Recotton headbands for some reason. Alright. And here's the escape pods. All escape pods have been locked. They cannot be used. What a bummer. And of course the music has to be super dramatic. Of course, and there's nothing but drugs in the little plasteel container. Alright. And let's head back to the front of the ship. And I'll show you exactly where to go from there. Because obviously, like I said, this side is just more enemies, which we like XP, and loot. We love loot and random drops. And ultimately, this is where we needed to go. There's the fuel line we got in the ship. And this is where ultimately you need to go. Basically, you could go this way first, but you'll eventually get to the point where you need the drift charts and you'll be turned around to go to the bridge. And there's really nothing on this side. Again, more loot. And credits. And more hallways. This area. Whoop. Hey, buddy. Ooh, they're all behind us now. Of course, they are T-posing back there as they warp in. You can see the warping T-pose. Hello, Sith Assassin. That not even... Oh, now you're hostile.
Where that came from?
Goodbye.
More where that came from. More where that came from.
I'm starting to get a bunch of force. There we go. God, my party members are just too OP at this point. They're already holding their own against the Sith Assassins, which even, you know, the Sith Assassins aren't that strong anyway, so it's not like it's any major feat. Let's head over to Atten. Oh, it's just a skill upgrade. He's good with security, gets some awareness because he's the Han Solo type, and I kind of wish I can get his treat injury up. That's kind of a waste. He's not really a treat injury kind of dude. Kreia is, however, because she is the caster. So, if I do some crafting with her for some treat injury specific stuff, gotta make sure I have her with me to actually do all that stuff. Which doesn't happen too often, but you know. Also, same thing with her. She's going to be our caster, so we're not going to have to really worry too much about that. So we'll give her empathy, which is going to be hilarious for her. Give her heal. Oh, she gets 2 powers. Ooh, give her some battle meditation. Why not? She is going to be our caster, so she'll be all about that. Let's make her our... not grenadier. Not really ranged. She doesn't have the Jedi one yet? Oh, there it is, Jedi support. There we go. I was gonna say, I guess I was looking at Atten. I thought I was looking at,
Just say the word.
yeah, and we can both be, super, aggressive, while Kreia can just hang back and buff and do some stuff. Only, shoot and attack if needed. Ooh, and this... I want to show off because there's a nice briefing log. Course of action, Onderon.
We've been diverted from Onderon.
Don't really remember a lot of this.
There's not enough ships out there, and we're already hard-pressed to keep patrolling the regions under our jurisdiction. I'm afraid we're going to lose it all. There's just not enough ships and too much territory to cover. We're still rebuilding from the war with Malak, and sometimes I wonder if we'll ever recover. Still, we have our orders, and the Republic's put the highest priority on this mission. Looks like the trouble on Onderon will have to wait. As ordered, we've picked up the passengers from the Outer Rim and have made quarters for them. Once aboard, we've plotted a course for Telos. We expect to arrive within 10 standard days, provided there's no mishaps. I've been ordered to give the passenger no special treatment, nor make any indication of her identity. I have some reservations about turning the Harbinger into a passenger liner, but the orders were clear. Whoever this passenger is, she's got diplomatic level priority, whether she knows it or not.
Distress signal.
We picked up a distress signal and are sending a message to the Republic for permission to investigate. We have also transmitted the damaged vessel's ID signature to the Republic. According to the message, it's being pursued by Sith forces. There's no match for the vessel in our databanks, but the profile of the distress signal suggests it's a stock freighter of some kind. We'll only know for sure when we arrive, and we'll find out if the signal's genuine or a trap.
And our final message.
We wanted to check with you, sir, before diverting course from Telos. There appears to be some battle that has taken place in the sector, and we've received a distress signal.
You have permission to divert course.
Hey, it's our boy
If there's a
Karth.
Sith presence in the region, I want you to investigate. The ID signature on the freighter, did you get confirmation on it?
Yes, sir. We did not have the vessel listed in our databanks, so we transmitted the code to you. Was there a match?
There was, Captain. If you find any trace of that vessel, even wreckage, I want it.
Yes, sir.
After you've investigated the sector, resume course to Telos with the passenger. It is of the highest importance that she reach Telos.
Yes, sir. I'll make sure she arrives intact.
Good hunting, Captain. Admiral Onasi out.
Sometimes I wonder if the right hand of the Republic knows what the left hand is doing. I am always being kept in the...
Query. You sent for me, Captain.
Yes, I need you to check on the passenger again, see if there's anything she needs. Try not to be too obvious about it. Her safety is our top concern.
Statement. I shall use the utmost discretion, Captain. As always, it is my pleasure to serve.
Uh-oh. So yeah, fun fact. Karth is here and he is trying to get us to Telos. Which, if you watch the first Let's Play or were familiar with Knights of the Old Republic lore, Telos is Karth's home planet. So, and that's where ultimately this ship was heading and probably where we'll end up too. Also, on a side note, if you weren't aware, or you always play as a male if you're a dude playing this game, or obviously the ladies in the audience know exactly what's going on. Yeah, so the canon character of this game is a female character named Mitra Surik. So, this is the canon route. In order to get Karth to be the admiral, you have to be female. If you're a male, the Karth gets swapped out with some African-American looking dude. I forget, I think it's like Admiral Corrin or something like that. I don't know, it's just some random bald dude. Yeah, so that's the only way you get to see Karth is if you're a female character, which is cool. You get to meet him a little bit later in the story. And we're here now in the crew quarters, passenger quarters-ish. And one of these quarters is a special room that's going to have some special loot for us. I think it gets us a nice +1 to some of our stats. And it might actually have our name on it. But first, I need to loot all this stuff, because random loot drops. Damn, just an energy shield. And in this door up on here on the right, something familiar about this place.
Are you all right?
These are my quarters.
This was your room? When?
Before I lost consciousness and woke up on Paragus.
We do not have much time. Whatever you intend to do, do it quickly.
I intend to go take a nap, Kreis, and relax. No, and in your footlocker, you get a unique item, which is Mitra Surik's armband. Mitra Surik, you are requested to report to the harbinger medical bay for a routine examination. The routine is automated. Simply insert this datapad into the medical computer to receive your injections. Injections, you say? Huh. Maybe that was what caused me to black out in the first place. Damn Republic medicine, always making me black out and whatnot. Skill too low. Let's see if I can call Valor.
I hear you.
Oh. And do you have a better security skill than me?
Something's stuck.
No. What?
Something's stuck.
Can I blow it open?
I'll just leave this
Yes.
right here.
Did that work? Seriously? There we go. And there we go. You can bash doors, no problem, just never bash containers. Because if you bash containers, all the good, unique loot will just be broken items, and that doesn't help anyone. And I think we just did that for one med pack. Awesome. And we're here to the medical bay, and here's more Sith assassins. There, wibble, wibble, wibble. Ooh, we got critical strike. I didn't even think we did. There we go. Yeah, they're not that tough. Oh, look at Freya over here using force push. Oh wait, she's just putting on all the buffs.
End this.
We already did, Freya, so relax. 10 credits on that Republic soldier. And over here is the medical bay. There's more Sith assassins in here. There's KOTOR tanks, blast steel containers, more battle armor that we can't use because nobody has enough. Ooh, look, my KOTOR tank. This KOTOR tank appears to be active. Do you wish to heal yourself? No, we're good. But medical computer, insert datapad to check request for Mitra Surik. Meet your Surix treatment request. Sedative administered during routine examination 3.5 days ago. Emergency override enacted. Doses exceed safety protocols. During your last medical exam, you were administered a delayed sedative that would kill a normal human being. That must be what rendered you unconscious when the harbinger was taken out. It looks as if someone forgot to lock out the treatment once administered. You still have access to one of the KOTOR tanks in the medical bay. Yeah, we already saw that. This just telling you about the wreckage and the Sith body. We don't know. He has all these fissures in his body, hard life, yada yada yada. But the last one...
This is the medical officer. The soldiers sent to the medical bay have just died. I don't know where the subject went. I think he's gone to find more of the crew. With him or Sith. They just appeared right out of thin air, like they were wearing stealth generators, but I think they were always on board. When we stopped to pick up that freighter, they must have come on board the harbinger. I have no idea how many are on the ship. There could be only a few, or as many as 100. And with communications cut off, we can't call for help. I think that thing in the tank was a Sith Lord. Alive the whole time, waiting for something to wake him up.
You don't say. Yeah. So, check camera recording. What? What? Why can't you see it? What the hell? Why is it like a black paste? That's not how that works. Oh. Ooh, they messed that up. So, in the original version and on PC, yeah, he just starts moving inside the tank and then he actually wakes up. That's why that dude starts freaking out. Here, the water is like black. You can't even see anything. Alright, well, attempt to get the chemicals, I guess. Chemicals dispensed. There we go. So our big bad boy Sith Lord jumped out of this tank right here, and why we put the Sith Lord in a KOTOR tank is beyond me. And fun fact about KOTOR tanks, they don't actually heal. That's the misconception about the KOTOR tanks and, you know, Star Wars lore, that if you put anyone in them, oh, well, it'll, you know, oh, hey, dudes, you're interrupting my lore. You need to die now. Come on. He's dead. You're dead. So another one. Kraya's just giving us all the buffs. Alright. I'll wait for the dramatic music to wrap up before I continue my story. Also, this door is locked. And of course now we got the woobly woobly wibbly screen because we have force speed. But anyway, KOTOR tanks. So KOTOR is just a natural substance that's found on the planet Manan. If you played the first game, the freaky fish people, they're the ones that harvest it. And KOTOR basically helps the body's natural healing properties double. So KOTOR is the ancient form of Bacta. The Bacta tank basically puts the human regeneration, health, immune system, whatever you have it, on overdrive. And that's what prompts... Ooh, Zabrak Vibro Sword. Ooh, hello. Is that better than what I currently have? Not so much. Mine does the droid stuff. This one just does a little bit more damage. So we'll stick with my droid one. So yeah. So it's not going to work on that Sith Lord because his body is ravaged and it does not have natural healing capabilities. So it might as well just be dipping him in a water tank. And fun fact, people are also confused on, well, why doesn't the Bacta or whatever heal Darth Vader? Because he got burned and stuff, and they put him in the Bacta tank, he should be fine. Well, the lore reason behind that is Darth Vader's skin was totally burned off. So the natural healing abilities that maybe he once had are gone. So it basically doesn't really do much, if anything, to Darth Vader because he's got no natural healing ability left because of the, you know, burns he sustained. So that's why if you ever watched, you know, Rogue One or the Obi-Wan Kenobi series and he's in a Bacta tank and you're wondering, well, damn, he spends most of his time in there. Why does he even need the suit? Shouldn't he be healed up by now if there's floating in a Bacta tank for 10 years? No. He does not have basic healing ability anymore. Well, at least, or enough to really sustain him enough to be out of the suit. So, yeah. Now you know how Bacta works. It only basically supercharges the body's natural recovery abilities, and that's it. So if your body doesn't have recovery ability, forget it. It won't work. No matter how much you sit in that tank, it might as well just be sitting in water. So now you know how Bacta and all that stuff works in Star Wars. As we're walking around the medical bay and all that. As we head on to the second part of the ship, I just want to make sure to see everything and not miss anything. Obviously, we also need the nice XP from killing our friends here. They're not really that strong, and I can just force, there we go. I can just force lightning all of them. The droids appear to be deactivated. Unlike others, the protocol droid appears to have been purposely sabotaged. It's almost like someone didn't want this particular protocol droid around. It's almost as if HK assumed his role by sabotaging him and throwing him in the broom closet. Also, there's nothing this way and this door doesn't open. You come this way out of necessity, and I could have swore dudes attack you, but I guess not. Alright, and that's everything to see in the medical bay. We got the logs, we got the chemicals, we saw what happened to the actual protocol droid on the harbinger. Let's head on to the engine room in order to find that fuel line that heads back into Paragus so we can get over to the Ebon Hawk. But first,
I have a bad feeling about this.
an unsuspecting figure is about to cross paths with us for the first time. And when Atten says he has a bad feeling, not only is he Star Warsing, he means it. What did you say? Stop saying that.
I can't help it, don't you feel it? Something's gonna get real wrong, real quick.
We'll have to be careful then, but we have to keep moving.
Alright, don't say I didn't warn you. Trust me. When it comes to staying alive, I'm rarely wrong about these things.
This is also literally just a way for the game to break the fourth wall. He actually does not have this ability and it never comes up again ever in the game. But it's just really funny just to see it. Atten has a special ability to sense anything that places him at risk when he gets a bad feeling. It's recommended that you save the game. Actually, yeah, and obviously if you weren't a dick to him, you get some influence with them, so it's always a good thing. Yeah, we're normal games, when it tells you that, you're probably heading into a crazy boss fight, but for this, well, we're not. Me and Atten aren't heading into a boss fight. Kreia, well, can't say for sure. There's going to be some lore and some craziness going on. And it might be just me and Atten getting to the Ebon Hawk for now. As we look around, we sense a disturbance coming from behind us, but there's no one there. And then there is magic. Uh-oh. It's Ashy Boy. Where'd you get that vibro
This battle
sword?
is mine alone. I am not defenseless.
He cannot kill what he cannot see, and power has blinded him long ago. Run. I shall be along shortly.
Kreia, what does that mean? Okay, she's going to fight him. Well, Atten, you heard her. He cannot kill what he cannot see, which makes no sense because I'm pretty sure he saw both of us. But in the meantime, we have to head on to each door on each side of the room. This one first. More so if you want to do some upgrades, which I already did, so we don't have to worry about that, but it's always nice there to have. And just some loot. What we really want is the middle door, but we can't go there just yet because it is locked. But, well, I thought it was the middle door. I guess I'm misremembering. I guess it's the one all the way to the right. But, for right now, ooh, Vibro Sword. Also, yeah, Vibro Sword is the, I guess, best sword we can get right now. Damn, look at this shit. We're getting bazillion light battle armor. I could probably put that on Atten. Atten, can you wear the Brazium light battle armor? Yes, you can. So now you can tank, which we're going to need him to. Ooh, what do these do? Plus awareness, security. There we go. Yeah, plus Atten looks cool with that. Ooh, I forgot to put on my armband. My armband gives me +1 to Constitution, so it makes me more tanky. Alright, cool. That's where we're at. Ooh, look at you, Atten. You look pretty suave. You wouldn't be able to do any kind of stealthing in that, but, you know, it'd definitely help out your defense. And for this, repair again. Use some repair parts because we have plenty of those. Open maintenance door to the ion engine. And that's what's at the end of the hallway to the far right. Alright. And now we've done that, we can head over to the fuel line and head, well, we're going to have to go through a fuel line, which is supposed to have Paragus fuel flowing through it, which I guess makes sense, but not really. I don't know how we'd be able to survive, but whatever. Details. So here we are in the engine, where the fuel line that leads into Paragus is located. So we're just going to wind around here. It's going to look pretty cool. I always like this room. It's pretty cool. There's the engines and stuff. It's all, I don't know what's making it that red color. I guess they just made it the aesthetic. Main ion engine control. Activate engine maintenance procedure, which opens the door because we're performing maintenance and we have to access the fuel line. Ion maintenance procedure. Engine coolant activated. Hatch unleashed. Alright. And we head over here and head to the fuel line. And hopefully get back into the facility and get to the Ebon Hawk.
Tell me you're joking. We are not going to cross back into the Paragus facility through the fuel line. That's crazy.
Atten, it's the only way to get around the sealed door and into the hangar where the Ebon Hawk is. Come on, keep up. Remember in episode 2, remember where those force cages were where we had to get back to the ship? That's where we're going. Atten, you need to trust me. Come on. The past few hours have been crazy. In case you were sleeping, now keep moving. Then stay here and die. No, let's not do that. Yeah, Atten, you need to trust me.
All right, but I know I'm going to regret this.
I sense you, my master. Faint, weak.
Your senses betray you, as you betrayed me.
After all that's happened, still you live. You are difficult to kill.
For one as limited as you, perhaps. To have fallen so far and learned nothing, that is your failing.
The failure is yours. No longer do your whispers crawl within my skull. No longer do I suffer beneath teachings that weaken us. And now you run in search of the Jedi. They are all dead, save one, and one broken Jedi cannot stop the darkness that is to come.
Perhaps we shall see.
And in typical Star Wars fashion, whop, the hand goes off.
What's wrong? Are you all right? Damn it, hold on. It's only a little farther. Don't give up on me now. What happened to you?
My hand felt like it's being dipped in a molten carbonite. Kreia, I think she was wounded badly.
Huh? How do you know that?
I think it was through the Force.
Look, if she's in pain, then that pain's buying us time we can't afford to waste. Especially if Sleeps with Vibroblades gets tired of playing with her and decides to use us for practice next.
That's my favorite quote for describing him. Sleeps with Vibroblades. Classic. Alright, let's keep going. And with John Williams playing us off, I think that's where we're going to wrap up with this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please hit like, hit subscribe, do all those things on down below. In the next episode, we're going to walk through the fuel line into the Paragus facility and hopefully find our way back to the Ebon Hawk and off of this rock for good. Hopefully we can save Kreia if we can from Sleeps with Vibroblades, but I guess you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. But until then, I have been Adam, this has been HMO4 Gaming, and this has been Knights of the Old Republic 2. Thank you very much. Have yourselves a great day.